Okay. All right. Welcome to our team meeting. This is February 6th. January was an amazing month and we got paid today. So did everyone get a pay increase from in January? Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to just look at these questions and then we'll answer them. I'm going to answer them and then Yvonne, this is just where we come together because I think you're the newest one that's on right now. We just come together every week and I post in our team page, Master Affiliate Destination Team, a thread for questions if people have questions that I can answer, when we come together. And then we just chit chat and answer questions and everyone just kind of gets to know each other because everyone's in, different necks of the woods. Like I'm in Temecula, Southern California. Karen is in Ohio. Shelly is in Murrieta, California, so about 15 minutes away from me. And who just popped on? Lona, where are you from?
I'm in San Jacinto, California.
Oh, you're in San Jacinto? Oh, okay. So you're next to me too.
I'm getting ready to move though to Westminster this week.
In a week?
Well, I'll be out Saturday. I'll be over at my sister's in Westminster.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
So I'm going to go to the road show.
Oh, awesome.
It's only going to be about 10 minutes from me.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, anyone in Southern California should be going to the road show, and I'll talk to that in a minute. But Yvonne, where are you from?
I'm in Minnesota, Minnetonka, Minnesota.
Oh, I bet it's
it's a little cool here.
It's cool here, Yvonne.
Yeah.
Ohio. Oh, that's a heat wave. That's not cold at all.
Not my car.
And then Karen, not you, Karen Fowles, but another Karen's on. Karen, are you unmuted? Okay, there's another Karen on. And then Kristen when she finishes eating. Oh, she's from Indiana. Kristen's from Indiana. See, so we're like almost in every time zone here.
Yes.
I think which is awesome. So let me just look at these questions. No, let me talk about the roadshow first. So if you and Yvonne, if you, Karen, anyone, if you know anyone in Southern California that wants to come to the roadshow, it's a great opportunity for them to get introduced to HempWorks. It's one of the only ones that Josh and Jenna, the owners, are going to be at. They're going to be at this one and then the one in Nevada, whenever that one's going to be. So Southern California, Anaheim is the first one on the 23rd. It's all day long. Tickets are $10, but with the purchase of a ticket, you get a free sample pack. So, I mean, it's like nothing, and you get a sample pack, which is awesome. And then the next one's going to be in Seattle. And then the next one, I believe, is Phoenix, right? And everyone should be in the main group, My Daily Choice official group, and all the information is posted in there as well of the different road shows. And they're basically going to hit all the states, I think is their goal before convention, or most of them. So they're doing road trips around. So definitely use them to build your business. Okay, Karen, you asked, if an affiliate doesn't order in a month, how does that affect the commissions and how long till they lose their downline? Okay. So if in this business, we need to order every month to keep ourselves commission qualified. If it's under 40 BV, then you're unranked and you make 25% commission of the bonus business volume of a product that's sold on your website. 40 BV is builder, and anything above that, director and above, you need to purchase 90 BV a month to maintain. So Yvonne, you said you came in as a director, buying 4 products.
Right.
So then next month you need to just either buy a director pack again because that's more bang for your buck, but you just need to have 90 BV in the month. So it could be, you could separate it into, different orders if you need to. You could get the 750 spray, one day, and then the following week get Revive, Renew, or, a 40 BV product. So it's 90. Or you can just set up your auto ship if you want and get a director pack every month. That's what I do. I have a director pack on auto ship, and if I want to switch the products, I just go in there and manually switch it all the time. And that way I never forget to order, because if you forget to order and you go a month without an order, then you're not commission qualified. And if somebody places an order, then you won't make commission on it until you place your order. Okay.
Okay.
You won't lose it, Karen, to answer your question. You have 6 months before you'll actually lose your downline and get booted from the system. Okay.
So the question I have is, so I'm looking at the Jumpstart bonus paid weekly.
Mhm.
There's active and builder. So if I have an affiliate that came in as a builder,
Mhm.
but wasn't able to purchase a product last month,
Mhm.
is she still considered active and can get the 25% commission on Jumpstart, or?
No, not until she places an order. She'll be not commission qualified if she's gone.
It has to place an order to be commission qualified.
Right. So, if she wants to, she can actually just buy a sample pack. If money's super tight, she can buy a sample pack, and that will keep her active, and she'll make a 25%.
Oh, well, that's good to know.
Isn't it anything under 40 BV, right?
Yeah,
It
anything
makes them inactive.
Yeah. So you can buy one spray too for $25.
Okay. That's good to know.
Yeah. Hi, Kristen.
Hi.
You had a good dinner?
I did. Thank you. A little late dinner, but that's okay.
Okay. So does that help answer that question?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's see. And Pam says, might be good to review too, since we have so many new people, how to get people to executive so they maximize their commissions. Okay. So the best part to get the most commissions is to be an executive or above. An executive is the highest rank that you can buy into. Anything after that, you have to rank up by volume. So to get to executive, it's either by buying an executive pack of HempWorks or the sprays, and the sprays are cheaper, but it puts you in an executive level. And then to maintain it, it's just 90 personal volume, so 90 BV every month. You can get to executive by different orders throughout the month, so that in that calendar month you have 200 in volume that you've personally purchased. That would pop you to an executive. Okay, so it could be 2 director packs, because a director pack is 100 BV. And so buy another one, and that pops you to 200, and then you're an executive. Okay? Does that make sense?
That's what I did. I bought 2 director packs, but within the month. So I did it like the first week of the month and the last week of the month, and that bumped me up to executive, but I still only need to do the 90 BV every month. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And that 90 PV personal volume is from director all the way up the ranks. Okay,
Right.
so it's the same. Builder is 40 BV, maintain builder. And then less than that, then you drop down to just unranked and active. Okay, so the cheapest way that somebody can get into the business is buying a sample pack and upgrading for $20. So it would be $11.95 plus the $20. So, just under $32. And then they're in business. Okay. But as soon as they can, they definitely would want to get to director, executive, if they're building a business and building a team. Because the director is the first level that you will make money with an affiliate underneath you. If you're at the builder level and you have an affiliate that joins you and they start making sales and building a team, you're not going to get paid anything from them if you're just a builder level, okay? Because that doesn't open up the level one. So you need to be director. And then executive opens up more levels. And all that's in the comp plan. You can see the table. Okay. Okay. All right. And then Sue had asked about updating brochures, but then she had the answer. So they're working on the starter kits first, getting them updated, and then they're going to be doing the brochures to add in the THC-free CBD and the cinnamon, and probably the coffee is not in there. Well, they're making new brochures. It announced that at a conference, but they still haven't come out yet. So hopefully next month.
Remember we got these at, can you see this?
Mm-hmm.
At convention, the catalog. It says 2019 catalog.
Uh-huh.
It's got all the new products in it. So I was wondering when they were coming out with that.
Is there any? Yeah, I have it too.
Yeah. So we're talking brochures updated, but I haven't heard anything on this.
Yeah. Is there any glitch thing, I wonder, or anything that needs to be redone in here?
I mean, they don't offer that catalog in the back office. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that would be nice to have.
Oh, man.
Yeah, these are nice catalogs. I just wonder, they've got everything in it.
Yeah.
Because I had called home office about those, and they said they back in December, and they said they weren't sure, but they thought they were coming out in January. But I haven't heard anything else about that.
Okay. Yeah. So that customer service is the only people that can
Right.
answer that kind of question for us. Okay. All right. Anyone have any other questions? Anything? Okay. All right. So then, Shelley and Karen, did you watch that webinar?
Yeah.
Okay. We just watched a webinar before the team meeting on social media strategies. And so do either of you want to go first on what you learned and stuff, and then we can kind of fill in and chat about it as well?
Well, there was a lot. I took a lot of notes. There's a lot about the watch parties, and I like that because it doesn't necessarily have to be yourself doing the watch party. You can take a video from somebody else and use that as your watch party.
Yeah.
I like that idea a lot.
Yeah. So are you guys familiar with what watch parties are? Have you seen them pop up on Facebook?
Mm.
Yeah. So it's better to, they were saying, instead of sharing someone's video, to pop it into a watch party, and then any of the comments are comments directly for you. Whereas if you share a video and then people comment on it, it might, it might go in the person's video that you shared. So watch parties also get a lot of engagement because people get notified when you do a watch party. So they'll click on it, and if it's something that's intriguing to them, then they'll tend to watch it. So that was, yeah. So those are huge. So anytime that you find, even if you find something interesting about, CBD or some research, something, you can pop that into a watch party. Yeah, so it can be you, or it can be just somebody that you've watched, or a video on YouTube. and then you save it, and then you can upload it into a watch party. So you can play around with it and do so many different things, which is awesome. One thing I wanted to say about, your profiles, what they were saying, your profile should give you credibility, likability, and provoke curiosity. So you don't want on your profile to have like hempworks all over it. Because when you're posting, you're never really wanting to say hempworks. You can talk about CBD oil and how you have an amazing pure oil and, all the benefits of the oil that we have or the products. But don't mention the company, because you want people to be curious and ask you what it is, and then you private message them. So you don't answer any of the questions on the wall. You just private message them. And the best way to do messaging too is to use the voice recorder instead of typing it all out. Voice record and talk to them, and that way. They get to know you, and you can put reflection in your voice, and they can hear your excitement. And a lot of things don't translate through text when you're just writing it, but if you're talking it, it may, oh my gosh. I need to do it more too, but it's so funny. One time I was, when you're doing like on the voice thing on your phone, but a text message, and you say period or question mark, blah, blah, blah. So I was doing a voice message to Josh one time, just on Messenger, and I was asking a question at the end. I said question mark. It was like a recording, so it wasn't, the text thing. And I'm like, and I sent it, and I thought, oh my God. Was like mortified, but it was gone. There's nothing I could do.
You probably had a good laugh on that one.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
I like the other thing she said, they said about like whether to do a personal or business page, which is better.
Uh-huh.
And it's so where most people should start is with their personal page, because that's where they have the most people already. You already have your group there, and it's good to start there and then maybe do a business page a little later that you can add people to.
Yeah. I don't even have a business page.
I don't either. I do
I have
everything.
one, but I don't use it at all.
So that was another thing that I liked. So, and the first post of the day, and then they said the next one will get 60% fewer clicks. So your second post should be 4 to 7 hours after your first post. That was an interesting fact.
Yes. And also, if you want to post more than that, to use stories. And
Right.
Are the big thing. So I need to start making more use of stories, because I don't do that. So you can, and stories I think get a lot of views too. And so you can post more and tell more on your stories. And they also had shown how when you go on your personal profile on your phone, you can see the stories button there, and then you have to scroll down a lot further before you even see where you post. So they're making the stories more prominent. So
Right.
Facebook is, yeah. Oh, and then you can also swipe up so you can see who's watching your stories. That was good.
That would be good.
And you can contact them, just, start conversations with them. We definitely don't want to be salesy. With our product, we don't need to be salesy, we just know we have the best out there, and it just helps people. And my attitude is, take it or leave it. But, it's just so good for you. And just educating people on, the endocannabinoid system. I just keep telling, Google the endocannabinoid system. Once you do that, then you will see how important CBD is to your body and how your body wants it and needs it. You know, so what else? Shelley, what did you get?
Well, a couple of things that I really liked, and let me apologize up front because sometimes I have people in and out of this room, and you might hear some activity going on, so please ignore it. Anyhow, a couple of things I wanted to talk about. One was on the profile. Like you mentioned, they said that you want to create curiosity with your profile. So I know not to use HempWorks, definitely, but I almost think they implied not to even put your product there. That's what I wrote down, not to put CBD, but instead put something that might create curiosity, like, you know, helping people overcome anxiety. And I know we can't use anxiety, but just as an example. So I'm trying to think of ways that I can change that to make it more of a curious factor. So that was something to consider, because mine does say, you know, HempWorks, blah, 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 all this. And I do think you want to make it a little bit more of a mystery so people reach out to you and want more information.
Right.
Yeah,
on that, while you're looking, on that same vein, like if you're posting a picture of you with the product, you know, like cover, like if this was a bottle and it says HempWorks right there, like hold it so that they can't see the whole HempWorks. And if this is a bottle of oil, so that they just see like the bottle of oil, but they can't see that it's HempWorks. Right. So that kind of thing.
And then I liked the idea, and I've seen some people do this, I like the idea of the dual broadcast. I want to be able to start doing that myself. I know that Shannon Ritter does that. She had an expert or a teacher of the endocannabinoid system on a video the other day. So that's something I really want to get involved with, either, you know, maybe like get together with somebody like even Diane, my chiropractor, who might be willing to come in and talk a little bit about it. That would carry some weight.
Yeah.
So,
and
2 team members can do it.
Yeah,
You know?
and we can all do it for each other as well, because then we're all in, you know, your friends can see it. And we all have our own testimonies, and it's so much easier to do a live if you're talking with someone than just being on it yourself.
Right.
I would love to do it with anyone, and just, you know, your story, how you found it, the company, and how, you know, what it's doing for you and stuff. And so when they said, like on your posts, don't, on your picture posts and text, don't do a call to action like message me or comment for blah, blah, blah. But you can do it in your live videos. You can do the actions. Okay. All right. And what else you were going to say?
The other thing that I liked too, she pointed us to a group at the end. I think she called it a viral content bee. And it sounds like it's a group, and maybe someone else could help me out here, but it's a group you can go into to find out different people that are blogging about different subjects. And she used the example of weight loss. So she went in and started talking, wanted to connect with the person who was writing that blog. And she talked about how a lot of bloggers aren't getting paid a whole lot of money. They when they're thinking they're going to get paid a whole lot more money than they actually do. So she found it as a way to go in and create a relationship with them and talk to them about, in addition to blogging, perhaps they'd like to add a revenue incurring, you know, product to their, a recurring revenue product for revenue to her blog. And when she talked about, you know, talking to the person, again, she used the idea of don't message them by text, but send them a voicemail. I mean, a voice and audio one. And she also said, you know, don't just go in there and say, hey, I want to talk to you about this product. You want to start talking to them, compliment them about the blog, make sure you've read the blog and cite some specific things from the blog that you liked. And then, you know, try to build a relationship from that perspective. And I like that idea very much. I want to look into that a little bit more and the best way to do it. And they also talked about how, you know, you see so many people now just sending you instant messages, you know, with a copy and paste, you know, here's my link, check this out. And they're just saying, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't even put your link on a lot of the posts, because you should talk about that more in a call to action video. So a lot of good stuff, really a lot of good stuff.
And also being able to find influencers on YouTube. The same
Right.
sort of idea, going to YouTube and in the search bar, you know, health and wellness or whatever, and then find all the people, and then check out how often they post, how many subscribers they have, learn about them, go to they'll probably up in, you know, on their YouTube channel, they'll have their other links to their Facebook, Instagram, whatever. So click on those and kind of learn about them. And then, you know, kind of see how they're making their money, and if they want to have additional revenue stream. Because she said that that's how she heard somebody did it with that a shampoo MLM, and she found an influencer who was a big blonde hair person, and then connected her with this shampoo company, and anyway, got her that way. So
Yeah.
that's just another, way to think.
And
I
I
like
think,
how they said, when you're asking them if they're interested in, you know, making more money, to do it like, are you open to something, that your bloggers would love and would provide you with a recurring revenue income.
right, that was good.
I like that.
Yeah,
Recurring revenue income, yeah.
right.
And giving them something that there are people that they're, you know, the blogging, the people that are following them would like.
Right.
So you just need to find those people. Yeah.
Yeah, I really think the key for me, because I know this about myself too, is they talked about how the key is to implement, you know, these practices once you've watched a video. They say there's so many people that get excited, they watch these trainings, they learn about different ways to do things on Facebook, and they're all excited about that, but they never really turn around and implement, or they don't take the time to implement those practices. So that said to me, okay, I've really got to sit down and understand this better so I can utilize this. But I'm sure that's true of a lot of things, wouldn't you say, Karen?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah.
So you've got to implement it. It's just like if you say you're going to want to lose weight and you've got to do this, this, and this, you've got to implement it, you know? So I know that's really hard for me.
Yeah. I know
So it
somebody-
was a good one. And of course they had other products for sale at the end, like they had a 2-day, all-day training that they were going to bring to you, and to actually sit down and show you how to implement, show you how to go into these groups and do this. And so it seemed reasonable. I don't know. So
Yeah, I took snapshot pictures of those screens, what they were going to do. Prospecting and marketing, communication, relationships, and presentations. The ATM exposure. So that's I wrote what that was.
that was
Add, tag, and message ATM.
That's right. So
Add them to a private group. You tag them in a video, something that would interest them, and then message them ATM.
but when they said tag them in a group, tag like you do a video, did they mean that you do a video in the group and then tag them?
Or any kind of information that you think they would want, you can tag them. It could be a post in that group, or it could be a video, but you tag them so they actually see it, and then you can message them. That's the way I understood it.
Okay, so I could have posted something on my personal page, but tag them, so that since they're in the group. Is that what that sounds like? That right?
Yeah. So it's
Okay.
a specific group, and if there's like a product video and that's what they were interested in, then you add them to the group. They have to obviously be okay with being added to a group.
Okay,
Tag them on that specific video of the product that they were interested in, and then you can message them.
right,
So it'd be the same thing, like an opportunity video, or
Right.
anything of information that's valuable to them.
right.
You tag them, you message them.
And what did they say? There was something they said about, which I thought was interesting, about if you're doing a video. Let me see. There was something about doing a video. Okay, a vertical post is more engaging.
Yeah,
Or
horizontal.
you do it
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it's longer and it's going to take up more of the feed, and only use a horizontal setup when you're repurposing the video for like YouTube or something like that. But they said if you're doing a post or a video, live video, I think they said to do it vertically so they see, so it takes up more space on the feed.
Yeah,
That
that
would
was
go-
interesting.
All those little tidbits of information.
I know. But again, we got to implement them and think
Right.
about them and all that.
But I think they said you'd have to do a horizontal if you're doing an interview with somebody, in the same
Right.
room or whatever, because you can't fit two people in a vertical.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
That's true. But it says horizontal to repurpose your video for like a YouTube or LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Took the notes at the time, but then you got to go back and understand what they were.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, back to watch parties and stuff. If you want to know how to do them, Google is your friend. So anything that you want to learn how to do, you can Google it. And
Right.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you can find out anything.
And I'm still a little confused about a post versus a story, because they said something about the story too.
The story is the stories that are available for 24 hours on your profile. Those are the stories. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, but like when I do a post, a post stays there for, you just go through the rotation. Throughout the day, people might see it.
Mhm.
But when you do a story, are you posting it as a story? You classify it as a story?
You push that says add story.
Okay, I've seen that.
Yeah. So that just goes as your story. So that's not on your wall.
Yes, and it comes up as, like, if somebody does that, it says Karen just posted a story, and so people can click on that, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And look at your story. And they gave they said 60% of the users say they became more interested in a product or a business after they saw it in a story.
Right. So when you say a story, I mean, to me, when you say a story, it's like you're going to tell a story about something, right?
It's not like Once Upon a Time.
Yeah.
Right. Little Red Riding Hood went out into the woods. No, but it's really kind of a post, but you're calling it a story.
Right. It's yeah. So if you click on it and then it adds story, and so then it's either a picture or it's a video that you can upload. You can do a boomerang thing.
On the laptop, it gives you a choice. You can do both or either or. So the little button.
And
little
then-
dot.
And then also, Shelley, when you're making a normal post, and then just before you hit post, it says you can add it to your story
Right.
and your news feed, so you can have it in both places. You can do it. You can do that too. Or
Okay,
you can
I
just
understand that.
add
Yeah.
the story. So what they're saying is, do your news feed, your big premium, thing on your news feed, and then do a lot of little things, interesting things on your story.
What that was. Okay. I'll probably have to work on that a little bit.
And you know what? You can Google that.
Can I now?
You can Google what is a Facebook story and how do I do it?
That's right. How do I add? But yeah, it was a good call. It was a good call.
Yeah. And I think that's pretty much what was all on there.
I think we got most of it. I think I know I had quite a few notes, and Karen did.
Yeah. And then that whole challenge thing, how challenges are big.
I liked
Yeah.
that.
So we'd have to like,
I like that too, but I'm trying to figure out how we would do that with our products.
Right.
yeah,
You know, I think we need some brainstorming on that.
yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Can
Yeah.
you explain
It's
what you're
easy.
talking about? Because I didn't see the webinar or what it was.
Yeah.
So the Challenge Mania, so they posted about a 7-day challenge, and the example that they gave was drinking a gallon of water a day for 7 days. And then anyone who was interested in doing it, they all went in a group, and there was a prize of $100 afterwards that they would, whoever did it, got entry to win the $100. And then let me see. And then
It was a weight loss challenge, is what they called it. It was like a weight loss.
it was for weight loss products.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah. So,
And they did a post every day.
yeah. And then, yeah, so they did posts and just fun things and making them, do goofy things so that they were having fun. I don't think you can see that.
Right. They were carrying water bottles. Yeah.
Yeah. And going live and stuff. And then after the 7 days, after that winner, then they turned it into a 30-day challenge with them. The people who wanted to go on to 30 days, they would buy the packet of their products. And then they would increase the prize at the end to like $500.
Right.
And, yeah. And so it's that kind of thing. So we definitely have to brainstorm how we would do it and what we could do. And we, can make it, I mean, there's no set rules. So it could be
Right.
any way that you want to do it. Just what would intrigue people, and, I don't know.
And
Yeah,
they did it as a team.
Yeah.
They did it as a team, which was kind of cool. So,
Right.
You
Yeah.
could
I mean,
use
their
the product
idea-
as the prize, or like sample pack, giving away sample pack, so many of them, or something like that.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
mean, we could do, anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was easy for them because it was focusing on weight loss products. So they were giving tips such as drink a lot of water, probably exercise. So we have to come up with what we would focus on that would interest people,
Right.
and then, because the first thing I thought of was, getting relief from anxiety. I know we can't say the disease name, but, or talking about people who are anxious and why are they anxious? And is it because of the life you're living in? What can you do to help, to feel less anxious? And we don't want to go too close to giving medical advice, but things that we all know, take a long walk, maybe
Yeah,
meditate.
like depression, walking helps that, and different things
That's
you
just
could
a
put
thought.
on to that, and then give a prize with the CBD oil.
It's just a thought. I'm trying to think of some ways to really get people interested in it.
Mhm.
We can brainstorm.
Yeah.
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 And it doesn't have to be that, like she said, they did a 7-day. I mean, you don't have to do a 7-day. You could do whatever many days you want. And then they work that into the 30-day, which would work perfectly with our product. I mean,
Right.
they went into, well, they got to buy that. Now they're going to buy this pack of weight loss products, but we need to buy an oil. They try it for 30 days, we could
True.
work into that. So I think we should try something like that. I think we just need to do some more brainstorming.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, with the sprays, the My Daily Choice sprays, there's a Trim 365. There's things for weight loss there.
Right.
For
Right.
health.
Yeah.
And yeah, that
You do the drinking in the water thing.
The Trim 365, I did a post on it, and I had several people, buy it. and when I followed up with them, and they're loving it. So our sprays are good too.
Yeah, they are.
And they're only $25 versus the oil is like $69. So like you can get more people to buy the spray and then have a challenge with the spray. You know, see what the difference is, get the testimony, you know,
Yeah.
from the people that participate.
Yeah, it's interesting. So definitely something to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Very good. Okay. Any other questions or anything?
I have one.
Yes.
I signed up for that group that you told me about, the $21 a month thing.
Uh-huh.
And so it looks like to me that it's a Facebook page, and all the information I get is from that Facebook page, and I use the videos for myself. And some of those photos that they use, that's where I get all that information from. And I know I have to read the units, but basically it's from everything on the Facebook page. Those are the resources I have.
Yeah, there's the two groups, right? You have two groups that you have access to.
I
And
only saw one so far, but I need to look a little further.
yeah, and I can.
Maybe we can talk. We can talk privately about that.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it will be nice. I just want to see how to best utilize it.
Right. Yeah, I learned a lot about apps and stuff in there. And she gives you in the one other group like content to post and questions to ask people and that kind of stuff, which is good.
Okay. And I know I looked at some of the videos, which were really cute. Like one was about joining a business. So I'm assuming I can just copy that or share it to my page.
Well, you need to download them. But that Friendly app is where you can download videos and stuff.
Okay. I have a lot more to look at then.
Yeah. Okay. Anywho, yeah, if you look on my wall, guys, and you see like videos with little birds flying and all that kind of stuff. It's different apps that I've learned in this group how to make them, and yeah, it's pretty cool. But it's $21 a month, and it's nothing that you guys have to do. It's just something totally different that I found. I knew this gal from a different business that I was in, and it's just kind of personal branding without, in your face salesy.
Right.
Which we don't want to do. Okay. And if you see anything on my wall that you guys like, you can use it, and just don't share it straight from my page, because you want to have it be your own thing. So save the picture or download it and make it your own. But you're welcome to anything.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Is it possible for someone like in the upline, you or someone else that really understands the structure in the back, the dashboard where it shows all of my different numbers, what I would need to focus on right now at the point I'm at? Like they could look at it and see. I'm not understanding what I should do next. What do I need to focus on as far as the right and the left and all that?
Yeah. I can definitely do that for you, or Lynette can as well.
Or if I did a screenshot or something like that and showed it.
Yeah, you can send me a screenshot.
Okay.
Be happy to help anyway. And then make sure you guys are all in Judy's group, which is the Heart and Soul 2.0. And then under units, she has all her training videos in there, because I didn't reinvent the wheel and put them all in this group since they're all in there. And so whenever you get new affiliates, get them there to do all the training. She goes through every little bit in the back office, what binary is and how to find this person and what the credit wallet is and how to use the credit wallet and all that stuff. And all that's in the training in hers, which is
okay. So maybe I'll go. I'm already started with that, but I didn't see, what I needed yet. So
okay.
can just go through that first, and then if I need you, I'll get back.
Yeah. And yeah, anything you need, you guys, I'm happy to help in
Great.
any way I can.
Thank you.
Okay. All righty. If there's no other questions, I will stop the recording. Everyone's good? I'm going to stop the recording.
Okay.
Mhm.